pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
This is
to
my
meet
daughter,
you.
Cameron.
Well, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
We're excited to learn about Sybil.
I knew if the vault lined us up with somebody, it was going to be helpful. But I was really surprised with how much Vin knew about Sybil.
Well, what was so special about her? What made you want to write the book?
She was incredible in so many ways. She was an incredible daughter. She was an incredible mother. She was an incredible wife with the kind of fiber that Americans are made of. And her father was an incredible man, too. He was out there fighting not only the British, but the bandits. There was a reward on his head for 300 guineas. On that night, when Tryon raided Danbury, they went to him and said, "We need your 400 men." And he said, "My men are volunteers. They're asleep. It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday night." Sybil Luddington was the person to send. She had to gather those men, and she knew that it might be the last ride she'd ever take.
So she's the only one besides her dad that really could go.
Absolutely.
I'm almost the same age as Sybil, and it would be quite terrifying knowing that there's no way to call 911 if something horrible was to happen.
I guess I never thought about the additional danger that she faced simply because of her last name, because she was the daughter of this guy that was the most hated man by the British and by these bandits that were literally waiting in those woods where she was about to ride.
With all due respect, Paul Revere went 12 miles. Sybil went 40. Paul Revere went through Boston on a lovely evening. Sybil went through the pouring rain, dirt roads, mud. He had 2 helpers. She had none. He was 40-something. She had just turned 16. And then, to cap it all off, Paul Revere got caught. Sybil didn't.
This isn't just a legend. I mean, this is a great example of the guts and the grit of those early American pioneer women that built this nation.
Cameron, I'm going to tell you something. I want to give you this book, but I'm going to give you this book on a deal. Many years ago, Native Americans taught their children history by telling them stories over and over again. They gave them a shank of rope, and every time they told a story, they put a knot in the rope, and it was called a counting rope. When they finished the rope, then they would pass it on, and that story went on and on and on through generations.
Wow.
This, Cameron, is your counting rope. Tell this story as many times as you can. Make her a part of history so that we can understand that there is absolutely nothing that serves as a boundary for a hero. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. And the only thing that separates a hero from everyone else is a heroic deed.
So when Vin gave this example of tying a knot every time they share the story, I thought that was a brilliant visual for Cameron to really understand what she's doing.
Sybil Luddington's story really inspired me. She taught me to get out of my comfort zone and do things that aren't just going to be easy in life, but what she did took a lot of courage. At the end of the day, I really am going to take Vinny's message to heart and tie as many knots in that rope as I can until I can pass it on.